Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're heading to the gym. We're going to hit a back and buys session today. I think this is the only workout that I haven't really brought you guys along for. I know I've filmed a back and buys session, but then, I didn't talk during any of it. I just did a gym edit, which I know you guys like it better when I actually walk you guys through my workout and talk about the exercises I'm doing and why I'm doing them. So that's what we're going to do today. How do I balance hybrid training, being a dad of 3, running a company? And really, it's about structure, routine. You have to stick with something. You have to be consistent, whatever workout that is, routine-wise. And what routine can you stick with like daily habits, getting up at a certain time. If this is important to you, then you're gonna find time to make it work. So for me, I don't wanna miss anything with my kids, but my training is also very important to me. So I get up early. So guys, really, like I said, it's all about how important is it to you. How important is family time and not missing stuff with your kids. But also, we all have our own goals and things that we want to accomplish. So how important is your training? Are you willing to get up and sacrifice your own time, your own sleep to be able to get in your workout because it's important to you? Are you willing to go out of your way to make a separate meal that, isn't necessarily the dinner that was prepared for your kids because it doesn't really fit what your goals are? Are you willing to do those things? Are you willing to sacrifice things to be able to accomplish your goals and stay consistent and have a routine? That's really what it boils down to, is discipline and consistency with a routine. So find out what your goal is and then put things in place to be structured and consistent with what those goals are for you. All right, guys. I feel like bent over dumbbell rows is honestly underrated. I feel like with all the machines that we have now, it's so easy to do all the other pieces of equipment. And don't get me wrong, I like using them as well, especially, lower back's a little tight or, just feeling a little sore, tired, overtrained. I think the machines are definitely useful and they do help isolate as well, but just something about bent over dumbbell rows just really hits your back and just the way that you can position your body to really target, because you can really pull it in multiple different ways. If you're pulling it straight back, you're hitting more of the middle of your back and probably some of your trap too. But you can also grab it and kind of pull your pinky towards your hip, and then you're hitting more of your lat. So I think they're underrated and I love them, and it doesn't hurt that it gives you probably one of the better pumps on back day. I love Bayesian cable curls. These are probably one of my favorite exercises aside from preacher curls. I just love the way that you can position your body and just the stretch that you get when you pull your body forward and how it isolates your bicep when it comes up. I just love it. And I think it's probably one of the better exercises as well for growth, in my opinion, just because of the stretch and contraction that you can get on these versus just your standard dumbbell curl. And even with the preacher curl, I love it because it isolates, but just something about the Bayesian curls, they're my favorite. Enough said.
Tiger, you should warn all my rivals. I aim for them like a sniper. Got the heart of a lion, there ain't no denying. Made a promise I plan to keep. Blood, sweat, and tears, now we're about to shift.
As much as I love Bayesian curls, seated dumbbell curls are still timeless. Such a great workout for building the bicep up. I don't think it gets as good of a stretch as Bayesian curls do, just because you're positioning your body with the Bayesian curls to put your biceps in a more stretched position. Yes, you can do this with the bench as well by putting it further back and not at a 90-degree angle like I have, but I just feel like Bayesian curls standing where you can position your body a little bit easier than having to just adjust the bench gets the better stretch. But like I said, dumbbell curls, just seated dumbbell curls, it's still such a great workout, such a great exercise for the biceps.
Can you hear the thunder roll? Welcome to the jungle. I'ma take what's mine and take what's yours. Lord have mercy for the coming storm. So bonafide you can't ignore.
Alright guys, this is my second favorite bicep workout, is preacher curl. Different variations. I like dumbbell preacher curl as well, but I really love this machine because it has settings right here. Let me show you. Right here, there's different settings that you can adjust where the line of pull is. So, you know, there's set 1, which is a little bit easier. Kind of adjust the weight on where the belt is pulling and where the pressure and line of pull is on your biceps. My personal favorite is 4, set 4, and I leave it there the whole time because it's just a good pull throughout the entire exercise, because the other ones like set 1, it's a little bit easier, it's lighter, doesn't pull as much. A lot of the pull and strain is at the very bottom of the movement, and then as soon as you pull past a certain point in the movement, then a lot of the resistance is gone. And then like set 5 is like all the resistance is at the top, so it's super easy to pull through, and then all the resistance is up at the top, which is great for building the peak of your bicep. But I just like set 4 personally because it's just a line of pull all the way from the bottom all the way through up, kind of like what you'd get with cables, where the resistance is all the way there, versus dumbbell, you know, you kind of lose it at the top of the contraction of the movement, because the line of pull is different. It's not necessarily pulling down on your bicep as much anymore. A lot of it's coming down through your shoulder is where the line of pull is. And that's why I love preacher curl, but that's also why I love set 4. It's just resistance all the way through the movement. moved on to cardio. Yesterday I did 1,500 meters on the skier, and then did another 20 minutes on the treadmill incline. So today we're gonna do the rower and probably go about the same, probably do 1,500 meters on here. Not necessarily going for as fast as possible, but just keeping a good steady rhythm, because there's no point in gassing out at the beginning and then just, you know, dragging through at the very end. So I like to just stay with a consistent pace throughout. Keeps the heart rate up so I can burn calories. Also a good VO2 max builder. And then once we finish this and hit the 1,500 meters, then we'll go over to the treadmill and do another 20 to 25 minutes incline. Same thing at a good pace, like 2.7 with a 13.5 incline, because we're just gonna really be focusing on burning calories over there. The knee's been bothering me a little bit from my last run, so I'm just trying to take it easy, not re-injure myself or make it worse so that it puts me out even longer from running. So that's what we're gonna do today. All right, you guys, finished up rows. Ended up doing 2,000 meters, just where I was kind of getting different angles with the camera and everything. I had to keep stopping and moving it, so I wanted to do an actual consistent amount of time without stopping, so ended up doing 2,000. Now we moved on to treadmill. Like I said, 13.5 incline at 2.7 pace, and I'll be on here for 20 to 25 minutes. And that'll conclude the workout. So picking up where we left off at the gym, talking about how to hybrid train and stay consistent as a dad of 3 and obviously running a company. It's difficult. It's not easy, and I don't think that it's easy even if you didn't have 3 kids or were running a business at the same time. I think staying consistent and having a very strict routine is difficult for many of us. There's lots of things that come our way as parents that we didn't foresee or plan for that day. Every day is a little bit different. So having something that you can stick with that is not going to interfere with anything during the day is the golden ticket, essentially. So obviously, if I get up at 5:45 in the morning, there's little things that are going to impact that routine for me. The only things that are going to get in my way of getting up at 5:45 are going to be myself. I mean, yes, you might get little sleep. The kids didn't go to bed on time. You had to stay up late and work. Whatever the thing was that prevented you from getting sleep, it is still your choice on whether to get up and go to the gym, go for your run, or not. And so having a strict routine is what's going to help you accomplish your goals. It's the boring, mundane thing over and over and over again every day that gets you to that goal that you're looking to achieve, whether it's a better looking physique, it's just losing weight, it's prepping for high rocks, it's prepping for a marathon, it's getting stronger. Whatever your goal is for the gym, you have to be ready to sacrifice your own time. It shouldn't be anybody else's time. It shouldn't be your wife's. It shouldn't be your kids. It should be your own that you're sacrificing. And typically that's sleep with most of us, especially us parents who have kids. So a routine that you can stick with and setting that up so that you are successful. Because having a routine that you know is going to be impacted by obstacles or things that come up during the day is not going to create or cultivate an environment of success for you. It's going to set you up for failure. And also it's going to set you up for justification on why you couldn't make it, why you couldn't go. Because yes, if you're going to pick your kid's athletic event or school activity over the gym, or excuse me, if you're going to pick the gym over your child's activity or athletic event, I mean, most parents aren't going to do that. Most dads, moms are not going to do that. You're going to be like, okay, well, yeah, I had the kids thing come up, so I'm obviously not going to make it to the gym today. Or you adapt and adjust and go, I'm going to go later. So there is that option too of adjusting your day and moving it to later. But that's always not the easiest option because you don't want to miss any time with your kids. Dinner time, bedtime, story time, whatever it is. The later you push the gym or your run or whatever it is, the harder it's going to be for you to be successful on a consistent basis without burning yourself out or getting frustrated because you're constantly having to move your things to accommodate for your family activities and things such as that. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is be strict with your routine. Get up, go to the gym, and get it out of the way in regards to it's not going to be impacted. So if you want longer time at the gym, get up earlier. If you have your run plus your cardio plus your lift, okay, you got to get up earlier. If you need to film the content that you're going to do, you need to get up earlier. And so that's what I do is I get up early to make sure that I'm not impacting any of my family's day so that they have to revolve around me and my schedule. No, I am going to revolve around their schedule and I'm going to be present for anything that comes up during the day because I've already done my stuff. I've already gotten up early, I've filmed my content, I've done my workout, and everything is done for the day. And yes, if you have your second workout for the day, I push mine into the evening once the kids are in bed, and I'll either go for another run or I'll run on the treadmill in the garage, so that way I'm still not leaving the house or missing anything. And then that goes for your meals as well. You have to adapt and adjust and know that, hey, my meal or our family's meal for the kids isn't always going to fit what my needs are physically. So I have to be prepared to either make something else or have something already prepped in the fridge that I can pull out and eat that's not going to mess up my diet. So that's how I hybrid train. That's how I stick to a strict routine with kids and as a dad and running a full-time business, because I am not going to sacrifice my family time or my kids' time with me because I need to go get my workout in. Yes, it's important, and that's why I push and sacrifice my own time so that they don't see, oh, the example from dad is to go to the gym and miss our stuff. Because that's dad's example, is the gym and health are important and that's more important over anything else. And that's not true. Part of the reason I started a business and the reason that I love health and fitness so much is because what it does for me to be a better dad and a better parent and obviously a better athlete. It makes me feel good all the way around, physically, mentally, spiritually, all of it. But if I'm doing all those things, it doesn't make any sense if I don't get to put those things into action with my family and my kids and my wife, if I'm constantly pushing them off to think about just myself. So that's the video today, you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.